What's happening, my lovely Pisces? It's Sydney Island here. That's Island with the Y, not an S. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about sex with the Pisces, which is enchanting and dreamy. Sex with the Pisces is like this LSD-induced roller coaster, right? It's like you're high on LSD while riding on the most insane, gut-wrenching, but exciting roller coaster of your life. I'm just kidding, y'all. I've never had sex with a Pisces, but this is how I imagine sex with a Pisces would be like. I imagine it being like you flying to another planet, more like another dimension. You know, you're traveling to another dimension. The part of the body that is ruled by Pisces is the feet. Okay, hence Michael Jackson, who was a Virgo sun, Pisces moon. Michael Jackson was a foot master. Right? He's an excellent dancer. He knew how to work his feet. That's Pisces erogenous zone, their feet. Your erogenous zone is the part that can, stimulate you sexually. It's the part that gets you hot and bothered, right? So Pisces people, they love to have foot massages and stuff like that. It not only will foot massages relax them, but it'll also turn them on. Touch their feet and they ready to go, So how to attract a Pisces. So let's get into that. So one way to get a Pisces to consider you sexually is to talk about art and talk about poetry and books and entertainment and anything that stimulates their creative imagination. Get them imagining things, okay? Let's talk about the things that they love, which most of the time it's going to be art. They love art. I don't know many Pisces that aren't interested in art in some kind of way. And also talk about spirituality. Talk about mysticism and anything that is esoteric and anything that is not of this, physical realm. That'll definitely entice a Pisces for sure. Just be a little bit aloof and different than most people. Be a little bit quirky, because Pisces people really like that, because Pisces themselves are a little bit quirky and aloof. And also show that you're imaginative and that being with you can be a dreamy experience. So Pisces, they love to be praised, and they love flattery. Pisces people, sometimes when you compliment them, it can kind of go to their head, okay? They love to be flattered, right? And so during sex, when it comes to a Pisces, make sure that you let that Pisces, you try to open that Pisces up by asking them about, their sexual fantasies and their kinks and their fetishes and stuff like that. Ask them about it. Let them tell you about it, because that will make them feel comfortable with you. And so that's one way to turn a Pisces on, is to talk about your sexual fantasies and what you want to do to them, and let them open up about their fantasies and try to fulfill their fantasies. Just as long as it's not something insane that you can't do physically. If they because Pisces, they a little out there, so they might have some really wild fetishes. So like, be careful, y'all. Be careful. So let Pisces tell you what they want you to do to them, or what they want to do to you, and let them, tell you about their wildest fantasies and try to fulfill that. Pisces people are very emotional and they're very intuitive, right? So when they have sex, they're going to be both of those things. They're going to use their intuition during sex. It's a water sign thing. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are all very intuitive people. So when it comes to sex, they kind of can kind of feel out what their partner may or may not want, even without their partner having said it. They just kind of know, because they're kind of psychic. Pisces people are obsessed with the idea of love, right? They fall in love very quickly, and when they're in love, it's very euphoric for them. It's absolute bliss, when a Pisces is in love. They find that that's, one of the happiest things that they could do in life, is fall in love. Also, because Pisces people are prone to, drug addiction and alcohol addiction, these people, not only are they just prone to just being addicted to, but they just like to do it. They may not even be addicted to it. They just like to do it. And these are the type of people that will like to have sex while high or sex while drunk, stuff like that. Sometimes they feel that sex is better when you're high or when you're drunk, because Pisces people are all about illusion. And when you're high, you're not really all the way on planet Earth. You're kind of somewhere else. And they like things that kind of alter their reality, and drugs alters their reality, and alcohol, so of course sex is magical for Pisces. Their soul is connected to sex, so and their soul is also connected to imagination and illusion and anything dreamy. So when it comes to sex, they want sex to be like out of this world. Okay, so they're going to want to do drugs so they can experience out of this world type of sex. Okay. Pisces people are naturally very spiritual, so sex for them is also a spiritual act. It's like a spiritual ritual for them. They will also use sex to do magic and stuff like that. Hence Rihanna being a Pisces, she's very sexy, right? Like everybody knows that Rihanna she's very sexy, and it's something very magnetic and kind of enchanting about her, especially when it comes to just her sexual nature. It's just something that, like, I feel like she could kind of put a spell on you with all that, just the way that her eyes look and everything. She kind of uses sex as a way to what's the word? It's a way to draw you in, So, so Pisces people can be very enchanting and charismatic, and they can kind of put you under a spell. All they have to do is really look at you and be like, give you that look, and you are just under their spell. So, I've also noticed that I've come across a few Pisces men that like to talk about sex. They talk about sex a lot. And sometimes it can be kind of crass and offensive, right? Because Pisces are not as innocent as they seem. Pisces like to come off as innocent and, like the sweet little schoolgirl or the boy next door. But in actuality, Pisces has a very dark, manipulative side to them. And sex is not always just this sweet, dreamy experience for Pisces. They also have a very vulgar, raunchy side to them. And a lot of Pisces men, I've noticed, talk about sex in this very openly offensive kind of way, without really caring about how it might offend other people. And I'm not complaining. This is just an observation from my past. They would just talk about sex a lot, and I've known several Pisces men who were sex addicts, and they would say, "Oh, I slept with a married woman," and all the type of stuff, because they like that scandalous, scandalous sexual situations as well. These people are kind of crazy when it comes to sex. They need some type of excitement and danger when it comes to sex. But Pisces can also, on the flip side, be very romantic. When it comes to love making and sex. You have Pisces is a mixture of both, super raunchy and dirty, and, very, innocent, when it comes to sex and that kind of thing. So they can charm you and make you feel like you're, in heaven. But also they'll have a side to them that's very, very, not heaven-like. It's very dirty and very dark. Okay. And during sex, Pisces often tries to achieve spiritual heights, much like Cancer and Scorpio. So these signs are very compatible with each other, because they all get off on the idea of merging their souls with somebody else during sex. Okay. Pisces are sensitive lovers. They really do care about the needs of their partner when it comes to sex and just relationships and love in general. They're very considerate of their partner, and when it comes to sex, that extends to that too. They want to learn about what pleases their partner, and then they're definitely going to act out on that, because they want to make sure that their partner is pleased. They really care about the pleasure of their partner. Oh, and also Pisces, they sometimes can get so wrapped up in the needs of their partner that they can sometimes forget who they are, and they can sometimes lose their identity and get lost in their partner, so watch out for that. If you have a Pisces lover, just watch out for that. Also, another, kind of kink, a thing that kind of gets Pisces going when it comes to sex is water, because the fish is Pisces symbol, Pisces animal, and Pisces, they swim in water. Fish swim in water, I mean, and Pisces is also a water sign. So these people really get off on having sex in pools, or at beaches, or just on the sand, just so they can hear the ocean sounds in the background. These people, they really like to have just any peaceful sound of water around them while they're having sex. So play some ocean sounds on your laptop, or take them to the beach and have sex on the beach. Okay, Pisces would love that. Pisces are very deep lovers, okay? They take love very seriously, and they take sex very seriously. A lot of Pisces, when they're in relationships, they'll be the type of partner that wants sex all the time, okay? Pisces are freaking horny. Yeah, Pisces is all about that sex magic, okay? They got you. They got you. They can put you under a spell, faux show. Faux show. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe, because that's all I have for y'all today on Sex with the Lovely Pisces. Peace out.